These 3 exercises protect your strength after the age of 60. Skip them, and you'll feel the decline faster than you think. Exercise number 1. Wall sits. Stand with your back pressed flat against a sturdy wall, feet about shoulder width apart. Walk your feet forward slightly so that when you slide down, your knees can bend comfortably without pushing past your toes. Now, slowly lower yourself down the wall as if you're easing into an invisible chair. Stop when your knees are at about 90 degrees, but don't worry if you can't get that low at first. Even 60 or 70 degrees is perfectly fine. The important part is keeping your knees stacked directly above your ankles, your back and shoulders pressed firmly into the wall, and your core lightly engaged. Rest your hands gently on your thighs or let them hang by your sides. Once you're in position, hold the sit for 15 to 30 seconds to start. Focus on breathing. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale slowly through your mouth. Avoid holding your breath, because steady breathing not only calms your body, but also helps your muscles stay engaged. As your legs grow stronger, increase the hold time little by little, 45 seconds, then a full minute, and eventually even longer, if you feel comfortable. Progress is steady, not rushed. Why this matters? Wall sits are one of the safest, most joint-friendly exercises for strengthening your quadriceps, the big muscles at the front of your thighs. For older adults, strong quads mean independence. They help you rise from chairs with ease, climb stairs without pulling yourself up by the railing, and move with confidence instead of hesitation. Strong quads also act as shock absorbers, taking stress off your knees and keeping them more stable. Since weak legs are one of the leading causes of falls, which can instantly change your quality of life, keeping them strong is non-negotiable. There's another benefit too, because wall sits are isometric, meaning you hold your muscles in one position without moving. They don't just build strength, they build endurance. This makes everyday activities like standing in line, cooking, gardening, or walking for long periods feel less tiring. Aim for 2 to 3 rounds of wall sits, with 1 to 2 minutes of rest between each. If holding the full sit feels too tough, try sliding only halfway down or holding for just 10 seconds and building from there. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Practice consistently, and soon you'll feel sturdier on your feet, more confident on stairs, and balanced in ways that make daily life easier. And once your legs are solid, the next move unlocks a hidden hip muscle that quietly disappears with age, but makes all the difference in stability. Exercise number 2, the clamshell. Lie down comfortably on your side, knees bent at about 90 degrees, feet stacked one on top of the other. Rest your head on your lower arm or a small pillow to keep your neck supported. Place your top hand on your hip to remind yourself not to roll backward as you move. Now, keeping your heels pressed together, slowly lift your top knee upward, opening your legs like a clamshell. Hold that open position for 1 second, then lower your knee back down with complete control. That's 1 repetition. Aim for 10 to 15 repetitions per side, repeated for 2 to 3 sets. As you grow stronger, you can add resistance by placing a light exercise band just above your knees. But even without equipment, the movement is surprisingly powerful when done correctly. Why this matters? The clamshell directly targets the gluteus medius, a small muscle on the side of your hip that doesn't get much attention until it stops working properly. This muscle is a stabilizer. It keeps your pelvis level, your knees aligned, and your entire walking pattern steady. Weakness here is one of the most common hidden causes of hip pain, lower back strain, and poor balance in adults over 60. Think about it. If your hips aren't stable, every step you take wobbles just a little. Over time, that wobble adds up, wearing down your joints and making falls more likely. Strengthening the gluteus medius through clamshells restores that stability, allowing you to walk with more confidence step sideways without fear, and even climb stairs with less strain. The best part, clamshells are joint-friendly and completely low impact. They don't require standing balance, heavy lifting, or twisting, just lying on the floor and moving in a controlled way. That makes them accessible to nearly everyone, even those with sore knees or limited mobility. Here's a tip: move slowly. Avoid swinging your knee up too high and focus on feeling the muscle on the outside of your hip do the work. Quality beats quantity every time. Done daily or even just a few times a week, clamshells create hips that feel stronger, lighter, and more supported. And once your hips are stable, it's time to free up the lower back, because strength means little if stiffness keeps you locked in place. Exercise number 3, side-lying knee drops. Lie flat on your back with your knees bent and your feet planted flat on the floor, hip-width apart. Spread your arms out to the sides in a T position to give yourself balance and support. Now press your knees and feet lightly together. This keeps your movement controlled and your core engaged. Slowly let both knees drift down to one side, only as far as feels comfortable, while keeping both shoulders pressed flat against the ground. Hold for a second at the bottom, then bring your knees back to the center. Repeat to the other side in the same slow, steady way. Start with 10 to 12 reps on each side, moving in a gentle rhythm. As you become more comfortable, work up to 2 or even 3 sets. The key here is to move with control. Don't let your legs flop over, and don't rush. Breathe out as your knees fall to the side, and breathe in as you return to the center. That rhythm will keep your core active and help your body relax into the motion. Why this matters? Side-lying knee drops are one of the best ways to restore rotation and flexibility to the spine and hips, which naturally stiffen with age. Over time, that stiffness makes bending forward, twisting to reach something, or even rolling out of bed feel uncomfortable. This exercise gently oils the hinges of your lower back, loosens tight hip muscles, and retrains your core to stabilize your spine while you move. For older adults, this is more than just stretching. It's protection. A mobile, flexible spine means fewer aches after sitting too long, less tension when lifting, and a lower risk of pulling a muscle during everyday movements. It also strengthens your obliques, the side muscles of your core, which play a hidden but vital role in balance and posture. Tip: keep the range of motion small at first. You don't need your knees to touch the floor, just go as far as feels natural without forcing anything. Over time, your body will naturally loosen, and you'll notice it becomes easier. When you combine knee drops with wall sits and clamshells, you're covering strength, stability, and mobility, the 3 pillars that keep your body moving freely after 60. Do these consistently, and you'll notice yourself standing taller, walking steadier, and living with far less stiffness.